anyone hosting gateways to run their own gateway on their own servers and their infrastructure. That means they will pay for licenses in QNT, and all the transactions can be billed using QNT across the network. And so our job is to create this open ecosystem where anyone can be a participant, where is in the background bringing enterprise and institutional use cases to the network. We have lots and lots of meetings every week with governments, with enterprise, with institutions, with clients who want to build new technology and new what we call MDAPs, so multi DLT, distributed applications on top of the network. So the QNT token is at the core of everything that we're doing.
Good morning, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. Thank y'all so much for tapping back in to see what I have to say. I promise y'all, it truly does mean the world to me. But with that being said, what are we talking about? We're talking about Quant Network in this one, okay, you guys? But today, we're just going to talk, okay? I know the past week and a half in the crypto sphere has been a whirlwind. We went from Bitcoin being at all-time highs to the biggest liquidation event in crypto history to now a further dumping of the market because Bitcoin is sitting at, the last time I looked at it, it was like 105, somewhere around in there, 104, 105, wherever it is right now, right? I think Quant was in like the high 80s, like 88, the last time I looked at it, right, you guys? But understand this, we are moving in tandem with Bitcoin. In my eyes, one of the biggest meme tokens out there. This is not utility actually being in process and actually moving, okay? Really focus in on a player like Quant Network and what they, just this year alone, what they have announced. Starting, I want to say the earliest announcement this year was Oracle. Oracle announcing that their blockchain platform solution for their customers when they start operating and moving into the realm of blockchain is being built out on top of Overledger, Quant Network's software as a service. We're talking Oracle, 430,000 customers globally. Like, truly understand how big. And Larry Ellison keeps bouncing in between the richest man and the second richest man in the world. And now Oracle just announced major news with Meta and something else, I believe, like truly, and multi-chain. Who do you think is giving them that interoperability? We're talking about Quant Network and Overledger. This is the reason why their clouds are now interconnected. And this is the reason why all of their finances through blockchain will be interconnected. It's because of Quant Network's Overledger. That was Oracle. Then we had the SATP announcements coming out of the IETF. Like, truly understand and see that this company, although sometimes it's quiet, is extremely loud. It's just, if you don't know what you're looking at or what you're looking for or what you're hearing, then you truly don't understand how important Quant Network, Overledger, and QNT is going to be for the future of Web3. Okay, so SATP, which is an internet protocol. We had announcements and updates coming out of the IETF in regards to SATP. Okay, then there's just so much. We've had, Gilbert has been at several different things. Like, we had Cybos and we had the one for the UK banks. I can't think of the name of it right now. EBA Day and all of these things, announcing different things and solidifying partnerships globally. Think about even what EBA Day is, and literally that is the banking structure of the whole entire European Union. That's why they were talking about SEPA so much during EBA Day. Who was there? Quant Network, right alongside of the central banks and the commercial banks of Europe. Truly see what is being laid out right in front of our faces. So then and I could have missed something within the year, but then you fast forward to now we're in September. Then you have Cybos, where they become a Discover partner. And I'm more than sure that I'm forgetting something throughout the year because Quant has had so many announcements this year. This is my point, you guys. The point is that the fundamentals of the project hasn't changed. It is the coupling with Bitcoin that is doing its wild swings that it does based off of hype and news and world events. The difference between a BTC and a QNT, even through hype, news, and world events, the utilization of the technology will be going on to even facilitate the hype, the news, and the world events, because everyone is moving to blockchain. We're talking hundreds of trillions of dollars, then quadrillions of dollars. Think about it. You've had people like the DTCC say themselves, they're getting ready to move that they can move $100 trillion of their own personal assets on chain. They had the great collateral experience proving that they could move the settlement of America's stocks, bonds, securities, whatever the case may be, on chain. They are the settlement layer of America, right? So you have a player like that saying they're moving to blockchain. Of course, they're going to be tapping into a global standard. ISO TC 307 got a whole video coming out about it. Follow me, because Gilbert just did an update about ISO TC 307. Follow me on that. But that'll be tomorrow's video. So tap in tomorrow. Rock with your boy. But understand then, as we're going into Cybos, we then get 6 major banks in the UK, some of which are HSBC, Lloyds Banking Group, Santander, NatWest, Nationwide, all come out, including the Bank of England, also did a simultaneous press release saying these players are now tokenizing commercial bank money, and this is the player providing infrastructure, Quant Network. And that was not even a month ago. And then right after that, we get the release of QuantNet, truly the financial internet, truly the finternet. And then just 2 days ago, I got a video coming out about this as well. Catch me on Sunday. The 10-year anniversary of Quant, and what was released? Overledger Fusion 2.5 went live, you guys. Truly understand and see what is happening right in front of our faces. And I know I missed a lot of, it's been so many announcements this year. I was just showing you it's been a consistent pattern. And that pattern has been, we are diligently working, and every time we make an announcement, it is a humongous announcement tied to the biggest entities in the world. And again, like I say, tell me another Web3 player, and again, do not say Ripple, because they are not. They are a payments company that is coupled to a Web3 company, XRP, and the XRP ledger with the Interledger protocol, but that is moving the way Quant is moving, short of Hedera, which is why they are my number 2. Hedera also have had some incredible news come out this past week. You've had Switzerland. Digital ID is officially being built out on top of Hedera. Also, I believe it was the AUE, their whole entire digital ID system, not just the people in the country, but also when smart cities get up and running, because everything will have a digital ID. Things like your refrigerator and your stove, things like your car, because all of these things will be able to seamlessly connect and talk to the internet, you guys, the next layer of internet, which is blockchain and distributed ledger technologies. Understand and truly see what's happening right in front of our faces. And you have a player like Quant Network that is literally, at this point in time, facilitating global financial infrastructure in some way or another. The video that I just released with Pay UK. Understand what Pay UK is. That is the settlement layer, which means now the settlement layer of that country is now publicly coupled to Quant Network. And we already know, what does Quant Network do? Provide programmable, interoperable money. Part of the Web3 process. Truly understand and see what they have clearly laid out for us. And anyone who's paying attention, especially in 2025, especially like around the time this video actually drops, and see that the market is crapping, but understand that it has nothing to do with Quant Network. This is an overall market situation. And it's because we are tied to something that has no intrinsic value. It is only given value what the market will put on it at the time the market is putting on it. Meaning, if Bitcoin, as more and more people buy into it, and as more and more of these ETFs launched and are also paid into, it will go up. But as soon as they want to start pulling money out, it's going to go down. The difference is with utility. It is the processing through the network. Now understand, just the few announcements that I named, things like the RLN, I didn't even mention Project Agora. There's so much I can go into, but just think about this. LackChain, is so much I can go into. I had a video coming about LackChain as well. Follow me, okay, you guys? Trust me, Quant Network is doing something incredible that no one else in Web3 is doing on the level that they are doing it on. Quant Network is doing something crazy, and to know that they are now seamlessly connecting countries with their real-time gross settlement systems is crazy. And if you don't believe me, dive into my Project Meridian video. And that is when the central banks were coming out of the Bank of International Settlements Innovation Hub, came together. Go check it out, my Project Meridian video. And that was the real-time gross settlement systems of the countries. So now Quant Network, with releasing QuantNet, is giving them a product that connects the real-time gross settlement systems interoperably, seamlessly. Truly understand and see what is truly being built out. You've had all of these projects like Project Agora and Project Rosalind, things like that, the retail CBDC, that digital pound. These things are happening. Things like literally the digital euro, which was also announced earlier this year when it was officially announced that Quant Network is providing infrastructure for the digital euro in all 27 countries that operate within that European structure. This is nothing that is, not to crap on it, Shiba Inu, one of the most popular meme tokens to ever exist outside of Dogecoin. What Quant Network is facilitating will even make their runs look insignificant because utility being put into motion. Understand when you have a country's real-time gross settlement system, and understand that we're talking every single transaction that flows through whatever network that is. And to know that the thing that is securing that network is Overledger, Quant Network software as a service, that is being pieced together now around the world. We've already tied them into India. We've already tied them into LackChain. Think about what that is. That is Central and South America. Look it up. LackChain, L-A-C chain. Look it up. It's literally 12 countries in Central and South America digitizing their dollar. Quant is an open partner of that whole thing. Truly understand and see that ISO TC 307 is just that. It is the global standard. You have the thing, literally, you have, like I said, the UK, the EU, LackChain, Central South America. Y'all, America, trust me, America's there. America has been a part of ISO TC 307 almost since its inception. And understand that ISO TC 307, the global standard of building on blockchain, has a mirroring committee from America, which is ISO 22739. That is the Quant Network's mirror committee for ISO TC 307 for America, ISO 22739, which means America is also right there. So when Gilbert, who just gave this announcement about the interoperability of ISO TC 307, because remember, there's 8 working groups in ISO TC 307, and they are tackling different things. Some of them like digital ID, security, but working group 7 is interoperability. And guess who is over that? Gilbert Verdian of what? Quant Network. What do they provide? They have an interoperable, literally, software as a service that was created after the standard had started being worked on. We see what the need is. Now let's literally supply the demand. Truly understand and see what Overledger truly is. It is when you've had 50 to 60 countries come together for 10 years and build out blockchain standards. My video goes over it tomorrow. Tap in. This is incredible, you guys. And I know I missed a lot of stuff for this year, but this was incredible. Even the stuff that I said 5-10 years ago, having a player in Web3 openly now coupled themselves with countries, economies, central banks, real-time gross settlement systems, and settlement layers of countries. That would have sent a retail frenzy that no one has ever seen before. But nobody is even given a blip, which lets you know that this is an incredible opportunity. Because once most people find out what Quant Network is and what QNT is and what Overledger does, y'all, it's going to be too late. Retail would have already been priced out. I don't see retail lasting another year. Honestly. Once we go into 2026 and all of these things like secure asset transfer protocol, like ISO TC 307's interoperability, like the UK tokenized deposits actually go live, like the Pay UK stuff actually goes live. You have all of these things converging, things like the Genius Act here in America, and now we have stable coins actually being filtered through the American economy going live because it's happening, you guys. Understand, if you look at the Genius Act, they talk about interoperability and they talk about programmability, and understand that that is ISO TC 307, and understand that Quant Network's Overledger is literally a carbon copy verbatim to what needed to be the standard in exactly what they wanted for Web3. Countries, governments, central banks, and multinational corporations. Understand what you hold when you hold QNT. It is going to be incredibly powerful in the future because the future of Web3 is backed by it. Understand, truly, y'all, do not let these red days throw you. Because guess what I do? I bought a dip, period. And that is not financial advice. That's just me talking into a mirror, letting the webinars know what my inner thoughts are, truly. Because in my eyes, until the fundamentals of the project changes, until something terrible happens with the company or the team, if they keep doing what they've been doing, which is knocking it out of the park every single time they're up the bat, they bring information that's even bigger than the information that they brought the last time, then I'm on board. So, with this being said, I really appreciate y'all tuning in. I really, truly appreciate y'all tapping in. And if you made it all the way through this entire video, type in QNT. Because if you're holding QNT in 2025 and you truly see what QNT will be 2026, 2027, 2028, 2029, 2030 and beyond, then you understand that you hold a piece of the most critical infrastructure that has ever been created since the beginning of time. To the next time. I appreciate y'all. Type in QNT. That's what I know. Y'all made it all the way through this entire video. I truly do appreciate y'all, for real, y'all. Peace out.